In this video, I'm going to use the conditional formatting rules to highlight duplicate values. And I'm going to use the employee ID column because this should be a unique identifier for each employee, so there should be absolutely no duplicates in this column. So as you'll recall from earlier videos, if I hover my mouse pointer inside the column heading cell and click, it will select the entire column for me. And then once I have selected column A, I'm going to come over here to the conditional formatting on the Home tab and click the down arrow. And the duplicate values are in the highlight cells rules. So I'm going to choose highlight cells, and then over here I'm going to choose the duplicate values rule. And you can see that it's going to format cells that contain duplicate values with the default light red fill and dark red text. Well, I want to change the default, so I'm going to click that down arrow and choose a custom format. And for the custom format, I want to change the fill to red. That's the cell background. So I'm going to click OK again. And if I scroll down right now, I'm not going to see any duplicates. So I'm going to go ahead and click in cell A101 and change that ID number to 1024. And as soon as I press enter, that cell turns red, which means I've duplicated that number. So if I press Control Home and go back up to the top of the table, I see that I have in fact changed that number to duplicate another person's ID number. So this is a helpful tool in a large spreadsheet to check columns and rows where there should be no duplicate values for duplicate values. So once I have this rule in the spreadsheet, I can edit it, I can change it. And the way that I do that is I go back to conditional formatting and down to where it says Manage Rules. And in fact, if you have made a mistake when you're creating a conditional formatting rule, you should use the Manage Rules dialog box to make any changes to that rule. Don't just add a new rule, because then you'll have a jumble of rules and things are not going to work correctly. So you have some options here. You can create a new rule, you can edit an existing rule, or you can delete an existing rule. Currently it's showing formatting rules for this table, and I'm just going to edit my duplicate values rule. I've decided that I want to change the format, so I'm going to click the Format button in the Edit Formatting Rules dialog box. And I'm just going to change the background color to yellow. I'm going to click OK, and OK, and OK. So I see now that this duplicate value now has a yellow background. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do here is change this number. I do not want to have a duplicate value in the employee IDs. So I am going to change that number back to 1123. And when I do that, the yellow background goes away in the cell. So I know my rule is working properly.